to select your team. That is the first stage, right? I did speak about selecting your partners, having complementary skills in yesterday's session, but your second, third line of people, okay, second line, third line of people. So most of the time, we see people interview on skills, right? I interview on potential. Okay. Across all my businesses, when you are a small business owner, it is very difficult to get great stuff, quality stuff, right? And because even though you can give them great, see in our IT company, we give a very niche kind of experience to our employees also, because there's too much growth there. But the way we operate as a small company, kind of, a lot of people looking at the ambience, they would not even want to join the team. Okay. So because people look at the outer stuff. So but those who have stayed around, they are doing much better than people working in MNCs as well, right? So how do I recruit? I look at the potential of the people, and that is why when I take interviews, I never assess them on that. I mean, I do assess, because you should know. See, for example, if I'm hiring a digital marketing person, I need to understand. First of all, I don't have any digital marketing kind of a need, but I'm just saying, if I'm because it's easier to understand. If I'm hiring a social media person or a digital marketing person, I need to understand whether he knows his work or not. But it's a very small component of my because this role specifically is very tech role. Skills are important here, okay? But even before that, what I look at is, does this person have potential to grow? Does this potential person has potential to contribute? If I give 2 points, can he add 2 more points? So what I do is, I give situational interview questions. So I just randomly come up with scenarios, and then I ask them, how will you respond in those scenarios? Right? So based on how they respond, I know in the first 5 minutes of the interview whether I want to work with them or I don't want them. Right? Because finally it boils down to the attitude of the people later. Right? So when you put them in a situation which they have not thought about and come, right? And when you see how they react, right? When you are putting them in a situation in an interview, giving them a scenario and just asking, how would you, what will you do? Kind of. So, I mean, this is very relevant to that, but the job role that we are hiring for. But I'm saying if you look at whether the person has a potential, that means they have their own thoughts and they will add on to what you're saying. That is potential. What I'm talking about. That once given an opportunity, they will do well, because they are not like what do you say? Robot will do only what you tell them to do. They will also contribute to what you are asking them to do. So very important. And for example, I actually, in my company, I have few bachelors. So in fact, when they are choosing their life partner, I also tell them that what do you talk when you are choosing your life partner, you should give them some situations and then see how they react in that situation. For example, if you're going for a team outing and somebody, and if there is a lot of work, you need to arrange the table for lunch and all. What will you do? Would you take the, what will be? So there are 50 people who have gone for a get together, and right, there are now it's lunch time, and because it is a team outing, and you have to cook your own lunch and make sure everybody is having the lunch. What will be your approach to this whole thing? How will you execute? From there, you can know a lot about the person's thought process. So because team is a very important part of your business, how you select the team is a very important step. So I just wanted to cover that today.